So I think we'll go to, if it's okay, with David Charlesworth from the Press Association. Would you like to go first, David?
Yes, please, Danny. Thanks for your time, Rory. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Fighting a bit of jet lag, but yeah, we're good.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, how was the flight? How are you settling into quarantine? And I suppose what your mindset and emotions ahead of the next few weeks and months?
Yeah, the flight was good. Obviously, quarantine is as it is. Fighting a bit of jet lag off, and I'm fortunate enough to have my a wife and daughter here with me. So yeah, that made the flight was a little bit longer at times, with obviously the little one being awake. But yeah, no, just really excited about the next few weeks, obviously, and months. It's I've managed to play an Ashes series at home, and I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into one away from home. So yeah.
Excellent. Of course, you had Ben on the plane with you. Ben Stokes, how much of a boost is that?
Yeah, it's obviously a massive boost. To get Stokesy back in the side and back in the squad and back around things is it's obviously a massive boost for us. We know what a good player he is. I don't really have to tell you about that, but obviously to get a bloke of his caliber back around our group, it's a real lift for us.
How did you react when you heard he'd be heading out with you guys?
I wasn't actually that surprised. I kind of felt like something was bubbling away. So it was nice when I saw it announced, and it's exciting because we wanted to get out here and obviously have the best side possible, and obviously Ben adds to that in a massive way. So yeah, excitement really.
Mm-hmm. And just lastly from me, were you watching last night the obviously the T20 World Cup, and is there something in it for you as batters that potentially three-quarters of Australia's bowling lineup therefore, because it's still not on the Ashes, while for a lot of England batters it is?
I didn't manage to catch it. I literally, as I woke up, I think the game was ending at this side. So yeah, just missed it. But yeah, potentially. Obviously, it's good for us that we're going to manage to get our feet on deck first, sort of thing, and be able to get out there and start practicing and training and prepping for the big series ahead. So yeah, potentially something in it, but obviously we're just trying to focus on ourselves and do our own thing, really.
Thanks. Go well.
Thanks, David. Let's go to John Etheridge from the Sun.
Morning, Rory. I suppose England's top order didn't score as many runs as you would have liked over the last few months. Are you confident that you can put that right on this tour?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've probably, in recent times, probably not scored as many runs as we like. Obviously, the conditions that we've faced have been interesting at times, and we've faced some very good attacks as well. But so yeah, nothing's really going to change in that aspect. It's something that we always see it as a challenge. We always see the next one as an opportunity to go and put our best foot forward. So in that respect, nothing really changes in the process of how we're going about it and what we're thinking. So yeah, just like I say, excited to get feet on the deck and get ourselves going. I mean, obviously the challenges lie ahead in Australia, and what we can almost expect in a way. So preparation is the key, and we'll be looking to do that right.
And you have an Ashes 100 on your CV already against what would probably be a pretty similar attack that you'll face here. Does that give you a lot of confidence?
Yeah, obviously, I think from a personal standpoint, played quite nicely in my only Ashes series to date. Obviously, that was in my home conditions and those sort of things, and we're probably going to get some different conditions out here in Australia. So there is confidence there, but also at the same time, it's just taking what's in front of you every step of the way. So, like I say, get your prep right and in a good place as you sort of go into those games, and yeah, back yourself.
I should know this really, but have you played in Australia before? You played on the Lions tour?
No, never done Lions tour or anything like that. But I've been to Australia a few times, Adelaide once, and Sydney a couple of times. So yeah, I've got a decent sort of experience of conditions out here, playing grade cricket and those sort of things. So yeah, that's my experience of it.
And did you go okay?
Yeah, not too badly. Got a 2020 100, which is probably not the thing to bring up in this call, but obviously we're looking at the Red Bull format. But yeah, did all right.
Should be here, mate, in Dubai.
Not quite sure about that.
Okay. Thanks, Rory.
Thanks, John. Let's go Dean Wilson, Daily Mirror, and then Dan Bretting. Go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, hi, Rory. Just following up on your experience in those conditions. I mean, how much did your test career thus far, maybe just a bit of a quirk, but most of the places that you've played have been relatively spin heavy. When you got to South Africa, obviously the injury occurred, so you perhaps didn't get sort of those kind of conditions. You got an 80 in Barbados, which probably is the most kind of fast and bouncy overseas conditions that you've had. So I just wonder what you felt about those kind of surfaces that might be a little bit more suited to short and fast bowling, maybe.
Exciting, I think. I'd actually probably say that so the first test in South Africa was probably the quickest, bounciest wicket that I've probably played on in my career. But like you say, that a lot of places I've gone have been spin friendly. So yeah, from that aspect, it probably suits my skill set a bit more in terms of, conditions we get at home are often seamer friendly, and I like pace on the ball. So like I say, out here with the kookaburra and those sort of things, that initial stage is obviously very important, but there are times where it can be difficult for bowlers as well if you get it right. So it's just sort of about being able to adapt to those conditions, absorb some pressure when need to, and try and reapply it when you can.
And it probably hasn't gone unnoticed for you that when England have had success out there, an opening or top order batsman has really filled their boots with plenty of runs, 300s. I'm thinking about Cookie and Chris Broad and even, Michael Vaughan in the past. Are you quite keen to kind of follow in their footsteps and be the guy who actually, once you kind of get in and get some form, really make it count?
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Obviously, some good names on that list, and like you say, generally sides that do well, their top order performs also for themselves, but also trying to get scores together as a team and a group, and letting your middle order have best use of conditions there as well. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't change sort of regardless where you go. You're trying to set up in the same way as possible, and hopefully can lay that foundation.
And just a final one for me, how much did you enjoy batting with Haas last summer? Obviously a new opening partnership, had a bit of success together. How did you find that, and how much are you looking forward to continuing that this series?
Yeah, it was good fun. I think me and Haas, in weird ways we probably do it slightly differently, but as a partnership it was working quite nicely. We don't really say too much to each other at various times, but what we did say seemed to go at the right time. So yeah, it was a nice little partnership developing there. Disappointing we obviously didn't get to continue that at Old Trafford, but like I say, if we pick back up where we left off last summer, it'll probably be a good thing.
Cheers, thanks, mate.
Cheers, Dean. Let's go to Dan. Go ahead, Dan.
G'day, Rory. Just wanted to ask you if you could cast your mind back to that 19 series, and I suppose your first meetings with a Pat Cummins, a Josh Hazlewood. Obviously different conditions, but what did you take out of those experiences, I guess, that you can use this time around?
I think it's quite obvious. It's obviously a very good bowling attack. Like you say, the two spearheads probably that you've just named there. And yeah, they're very good operators. They don't give you a lot of bad stuff, and they're pretty relentless. And when they get it right, and they obviously bowl at a good pace. So, for me, what I'd say I'd taken out of it is the fact that I've been able to see them. I've been able to play against them before. I've got a sort of a good picture of how they operate, and so it allows me to put my best sort of plan together and prep for them. But yeah, like you say, they're two very good operators. And
just as a follow-up, do you feel, or have you looked at whether there's any kind of common traits for top order batters doing well in Australia in terms of, I suppose things like judgment of their off stump, the fact that the ball's going to bounce a little bit more, and sort of how you cater for that?
Yeah, like I say, you've probably just named the two obvious challenges. Top order batting is always about knowing where your off stump is. And like you say, out here, you're expecting more bounce. Obviously, I haven't been able to get feet on deck and have any throws or anything yet, but obviously looking forward to getting out there and starting training and practicing, so I can sort of I've put that plan together and get my prep right leading into those test matches.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Let's go to Alex Malcolm, please.
Hi, Rory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but was the last game you played the Oval Test match in September? And if so, what have you been doing over the last couple of months? Have you just been resting, or?
Yeah, that is right. Just resting, really, having some family time. And yeah, just in recent times, just sort of picking back up to speed, off the pitch and fitness and those sort of things, and making sure I'm ready when I'm boarded to play.
And another follow-up, correct me if I'm wrong again, but you've done a lot of work with Michael DiVenuto in the past at Surrey, is that correct?
Yeah, he was our head coach for a few years, yeah.
Did you guys ever talk about batting in Australia and sort of working out things mechanics-wise, technique-wise, mentality-wise at all?
I can't think of any conversations specifically about Australia, but obviously, he was my head coach for 3 years, I think. Left-handed top order batter, so we obviously spoke about batting a lot. And certain shots that you can or can't play. The way he set up, he was very much pull and cut and quite aggressive. So he's obviously given me little snippets along the way, and I'm looking forward to catching up with him at some stage.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, Andrew Menzel, please, and then we'll take one more after that. Go ahead, Andrew.
Thank you. Hi, Rory. Welcome to Australia. You hear a lot of English cricketers saying that Ashes tours are really hard and you get a battering on and off the field. What are you expecting for the next couple of months?
I'm pretty open-minded, to be honest. So, in terms of battering on and off the pitch, this is my first experience of it. So I'm a day in, and I'm a jet lag in, and I'm woken up at 3:30. So that's about all I've got on that sort of thing. But I'm just looking forward to. I'm excited to get my feet on the ground. Like I say, it's excited to. I've experienced an Ashes at home, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing an Ashes away from home. Something that around Christmas time when I was at home, I used to stay up and try and watch at all times, and really sort of take in that Ashes series. So yeah, I'm excited to try and be a part of it and put my best foot forward.
Thank you.
Okay, I think the last one will go to 7 News in Sydney. Go ahead.
Hey, Rory. So you said that you played grade cricket in Adelaide and Sydney. How important was that? Is that now that you're coming in here? You haven't played first-class matches here, but will you use that experience much when you're over here?
Yeah, it's obviously the majority of places that I've toured in my career so far with England, I actually haven't been to. So it's obviously nice that I've been here. I've got some experience of conditions out here, and I suppose plans can start being formulated a fraction earlier. But like I say, it all depends where you go. I've never been to Brisbane before or Queensland, so wickets and surfaces change depending on where you are. So it's good to have some experience in Australia, but I'm trying not to formulate too many opinions off of just that.
Did you play with or against anyone that could be in the Australian squad?
Yeah, so I played with Travis Head in Adelaide at Tea Tree Gully, and then I've played with Moses. Obviously, I don't know if he's going to be involved at St George, and Nathan Ellis as well at St George and Randwick.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, thanks very much, everyone. We're done. Rory, appreciate your time, and we'll catch you all soon. Thanks very much. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, Rory. Thanks, Danny.
Cheers.